Hi everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Olufemi Michael. I'm a data analytics instructor. Today we'll be looking at if, and or logical function. Now, let's look at if function definition. If function in Excel compares a value to an expected value and returns a result based on whether the comparison is true or false. Now, if you look at the logical test, if column A row 2 is equal to Samsung, true. If otherwise, false. Now, I have a table here that contains phone brand and another column for my results. Now, what I want to do now is that I want if function to return back true any cell that contains Samsung under column A, and then if otherwise I want if function to return false. That will be another phone brand. Now let's start. I will go to my formulas. Under my formulas, I will click my logical, then if A2 equals Samsung, true. Value if false. False. Okay. So here we have true. We have true because this is Samsung phone brand. Here we have false. Why? Because this is not Samsung phone brand. This is Hanapu. False, false, true, true, false, false, and true. Hope you've learned something here. Now let's move to the next one. Now, and function. If all conditions are true, it returns true. And it will return false if any of the conditions are false. Now let's look at the condition. If C2 greater than equal to 50, that is if cell C2 is greater than equal to 50, that will be the mathematics score. If cell D2 is greater than equal to 50, that will be the English language score. And then if cell E2 is greater than or equal to 50, that is biology score. We want hand to return pass, otherwise fail. So let's start. Equals to if and then the logical test. If the cell is greater than or equal to 50, comma, if this cell is greater than or equal to 50, comma, and if this cell is greater than or equal to 50, close my bracket, value if true, I want pass, the value if false, I want fail. Now close my brackets, then I'll hit my enter. So here we have fail. Now let's see the reason. Now if you look at the mathematics score, we have 50, which is equal to 50. If you look at the English language score, this is below 50. Then if you look at the biology score, this is above 50. Now look at the definition. If all conditions are true, it returns true. It will return false if any of the conditions are false. So for the English language, we have 45. So it means that hand will return fail. Now let's say we have 50 under English language or above 50, the hand will return true. Now if you look at the other one, the the guy called Kenny, 45, 69, and 50. So 69 is above 50. Then we have 50 under biology equal to 50, but we have 45 below 50. The hand returned fail. Now if you look at where it returned pass, where we have 55 for Idris and Taiwo, we have 55, this one is above 50, 56 is above 50, then 67 is above 50, and returned pass. Why? Because if all conditions are true, it returns true. Now let's look at how function. It returns true if any conditions are true. Also, if all statements are false and one is true, then all will be true. Now let's look at the condition. If C2 is greater than or equal to 50, that is the mathematics score. If D2 is greater than or equal to 50, that is the English language score. And then if E2 is greater than or equal to 50, that is the biology score. We want all to return pass, otherwise fail. Now that will be equals to, if, then or. So if this cell is greater than or equal to 50, comma, if this cell is greater than or equal to 50, comma, if this cell is greater than or equal to 50, I'll close my brackets, I'll put my comma, value if true, pass, then value if false, fail. We close my brackets, then we hit my enter. So here we have pass. Now let's see the reason. Now if you look at the first one, we have 50, we have 45, and then we have 76. So all returned pass. Why? Because it returns true if any conditions are true. Also, if all statements are false and one is true, then all will be true. So if you look at here, we have true, we have false, and we also have true. So all return pass. Let's say that we have below 50, let's say we have below 50 under the mathematics score, we have the same 45, then we have below 50 under biology score, then all will return fail. Now if you look at the second one, the cell A3, where we have 45, 69, and 50, all returned pass. Now if you look at the A9 cell, row 9, cell A9, you will see that where we have 42, 24, and 35, we have fail. Why? Because 42 is below 50, 24 is below 50, and 35 is below 50. then all returned fail. But if we have just only one that has 50, then all will return pass. Let's change the 24 to 50 and let's see what will happen. What do you see? All will return pass. Why? If if all statements are false and one is true, then all will be true. I hope you've learned something today. Thank you for watching my video. Make sure you like and subscribe to my YouTube channel for you to be able to see more of my videos. Bye.